life. So I'm going to post the movie list today. Once I get the egg done. it's like we have 8 days left. This is how you know Gabriel was not, I mean, it was catch-up magic for me because it was like, yeah, like clear the fucking underworld karma. But it was like not catch-up magic in the capacity where I got anything done yet. So I'm filming all my classes, all of them within like 8 days. 8 days left. And then maybe in Ravenclaw, I'll feel good and solid enough. Maybe I'll feel like we've hit benevolence. Where you can start shooting benevolence out instead of be like in the fear ground. Man, getting into Gabriel is like a monkey, like crawling up, like afraid for his life. You know, like that's what Gabriel should feel like. Ah! I have this karma as people are coming after me. Like, oh no. Like every paranoid thought that you have is true. You just don't know how to you just don't know how to put it into context. So it's all karma. It's all crap. So life, once you're in Gabriel and you're like awake to all of it, you're like, how do I burn it all away? Like as fast as fucking possible. Tiferet's like, how do I not be evil? Okay. Gabriel's like, how do I live? How do I not get kidnapped and tortured to death? Because of some past life karma I'm just now aware of. Oh my fucking god. That's what Gabriel is like. It's like the sucker punch. It sucks. And it takes the life because you're like, I'm an angel and I know that, but fuck. Like it's like taking bullets that maybe you threw a bullet or a boomerang 5 million years ago. And now like your head's about to be chopped off by it. And you're like, oh shit, I might have done some fucked up shit to good people a long time ago. Crap. And so Gabriel, you become hyper sensitive. And you're like, how do I clear it? Because you're like, now I'm good and enlightened, you know? I've already graduated Hufflepuff and Tiferet, and I'm like, yeah, I'm great. Yeah. So you might take some punches. You might take some really dark hits that eat at your fucking soul and wound you. Like Zahir kidnapping Cora. Shit like that. Where it feels not just at all. Not just at all. But some psycho wants to hunt you down. Because maybe 10 million years ago, you were that psycho. An angel is also a witch. God showed me something really funny. Because, like, you get cut down. Even if you're like, I'm ready to die, you know, for divine service at this space. It's like, my life means nothing except to do God's work, okay? And I'm still gonna be hunted down. So, like, at this point, like God is like, be a fucking Slytherin. I gave you a demon template for a reason, knowing you're an angel, right? But, like, you can be a Slytherin to the pieces of shit hunting you down. You don't have to play by their rules. No way. No fucking way. They have twisted manipulation agendas, everything. So it's like, God's like, yeah, here are, like giving the sword of Gryffindor to cut some fucking snake's head off. That shit. And you're like, okay. So it's a lot of that sort of Gryffindor energy coming through. So you take the sucker punches, like the astral rape and like the astral attack, or the fucking shit, this shit, like the speeding ticket that you didn't deserve, you know. Excuse me, like that's nothing, you know. I'm talking about the dark stuff, though. You don't have to play by their games. I'll hold myself accountable to, like, every inch to gain the maximum result. But Gryffindor is like 90% good, you know? Like 10% fucking Slytherin, 90% Gryffindor. Just 91. Just take that leap. You don't need to be perfect. Perfection is cruelty. Especially if you get, like, slaughtered while some bad guy chases you down, you know? And some guy that's just like, I have done meditation for 5 hours. And I rape and plunder a planet. I'm also a pedophile. And then I think that my reality is more important than Kali Ren's. So I'm going to attack her, right? Thinking that somehow God's going to be on, like, because she's not 100 fucking percent pure, that somehow God is going to be on my side. No fucking way. Now, as an archangel, and, like, as an archangel, it is my responsibility to make myself 100% that pure. That's Avatar Aang. Like, I will be that pure just to overpower the Fire Lord. That. I will take karma from millions of years ago to fuck everyone into submission. That. Doesn't matter if I was part of that party. By default, as an archangel, I was. So I'll play with the lower worlds a lot. It's Sabrina, you know? Like how Sabrina... I like how they demonize Lucifer, but they do it in a good way. So the point is Sabrina will, like, I'll do it. I'll be the queen of hell and a teenage. I'll make two of myself. I'll play the lower world game and the higher world game. So that's an archangel level. I want to say that's just Archangel Gabriel. All right, life. I had a really good joke about life for 5 seconds and then now it's disappeared. We're going to talk about black magic and how to train your dragons. um, I don't care if you have bought a Cadabra fucking Slytherin that's coming after you. God doesn't care. Do it like Avada Kedavra or something better. Just remember Kali. Kali is the goddess of... Kali is Godric Gryffindor. She's a psycho piece of shit. But she is the doer of God. That's her job. So, be mindful. As you climb the tree, impeccability will help you climb so you don't get shortcutted. So you don't get, like, as you're climbing out of the pits of hell, and we'll do the soul retrieval too, right? From the Clippeth, which is now the underworld. As you're, like, climbing out of the hell realms. So you don't get, like, finico dared. So you don't get, like, like, bitten by the snakes as you're trying to climb out of the snake pit. So the lighter you are, the easier you may fly. Black magic versus white magic. I like to think the other Godric Gryffindor, the other one, is the Emperor, and he sits from Hokmah to Tiferet, and then he wears the Gryffindor colors because he's Godric Gryffindor. Right. So, but he doesn't block out Gabra, you know. He provides a path. So that Kali can be like mommy justice. Cause sometimes people, like, don't trust the masculine energy because it's fucking dumb, you know. Most of the time, you know. So so if you put Godric Gryffindor at the heart and the higher left brain, higher, then it stays safe. So, how to train our dragon? There are a number of teachings here where it's the boomerang thing. So our dragon, we can consider as a few things. We can consider our dragon as our spirit guide. So So if I take Lucifer as my dragon, which I have, and Charlie, I take on their karma and their karmic debt. So I go, oh, all of Lucifer's stuff is mine. It's like Hiccup. It was like, Toothless. Man, what, like once Hiccup becomes Toothless's best friend, Hiccup goes, oh, all of Toothless's stuff is now my stuff. It's like a marriage. It is a marriage. So when you take on the dragon, especially as a seraphim or above, you're like, oh yeah, we're taking on the you know, like at least they're responsibility dragons. So they're born of Gaebara. So, but they may have done dark shit. And it has to get cleaned up, you know? Like a mother taking responsibility for the shit that the children create. It's the same thing. And that's the difference between being like a I don't want to give any of you guys dragon mommy karma. That's what I have to take. Mother of dragon versus daughter of dragon, not the same. Daughter of dragons, like the dragons are saving your guys' ass. Mother of dragons, like I'm saving the fucking dragon's ass. It's different. It means I'll die for them just to clear their fucking karma or their mistakes. You're like, that's right. That's what's required. So when you take on the dragon and you do the bond, especially if you especially if you've done the dragon initiation. I'm sorry, I'm just receiving psychic threats right now. Just more. Just more people wanting to blame Lucifer for the evil that happens on the planet instead of taking any accountability for anything they've ever done. People think because I take on Lucifer's karma, that makes me weak. That it makes me, that somehow they're allowed to then hurt me or attack me. Because they don't want to admit any of the evil that they have ever done, and they think that Lucifer's fucking evil. But they can't even get out of Hode. So, yeah, that's like saying that Hiccup, like you think that Hiccup deserves to be tortured because Hiccup makes friends with Toothless. Dragons and demons are not the same. And Lucifer is an archangel. So get over yourselves, you know? How to train our dragon. Being mindful of every single thought, action, purchase, and deed. And an offering of charity. So this is like Jesus being tortured to death because he took on a sacrifice position. And people thought that it was okay to sacrifice Jesus. And I want people to understand that they're really fucking evil. Like, the reason why Babaji would paint me red in the never fucking touch me charm is because I'm divine. And everyone else is fucking evil. You don't touch those people. They're untouchables. You let them do God's work on the planet. And if you hurt them, you know what it does? It fuels evil. And then you wake up in the world around you and it looks like shit. And you get your leg chopped off the next day. And you wonder why. So the planet is filled with demons that will never calculate truth. One of the best things Babaji ever said was today. He's like, never underestimate a demon. Ever. That they will lie, cheat, steal, manipulate, kill, rape, torture, anything. Anything and everything. They would rather do evil shit than pick up a logic book. They would rather judge, condemn, gossip, torture, anything. I want to say, it sounds like this planet's filled with 7 billion demons. That's what I say. They look like orcs. The people look like orcs. There is no divinity. And some fucking dumb shit girl with a dream that goes and buys a fucking iPhone and plays Candy Crush all day long. Unless it's like a girl that does it to rewire her logical brain to be of service to God. That action then becomes divine and acceptable. Not ideal. So the iPhone that made the little girl in China get her eyes blown out. And the problem with humanity is like they'll sacrifice the saints. Sacrifice them, have them tortured and sacrificed, and then they'll go buy their iPhones. Like, Jesus didn't fucking die so you could get an iPhone. Or wear Prada. or be comfortable in life. So you could make money off of magic. Caller run out.